Maybe we need to add Pilo to the show, huh?
I mean,
he was on point. Defense, make some shots. Even as we take a look at the highlight zone presented by Mancini Sleep World.
This is what happens when you run, baby.
Beautiful throw ahead. Is that after a basket?
That's after a made basket.
Beautiful.
That is beautiful basketball right there. Draymond to Steph. Doesn't even take a dribble. GP2 knows what to do.
And that can happen on every basket. Get the ball out quick, get it up, and then also, you don't have to dribble it up. You can pass it up, cover some ground.
Have your defense create offense.
Woo!
Nice read by Steph Curry, little denial.
Does that warrant an Air Congo?
I was going to say, where's the Fezzy fella Air Congo?
Air Congo!
Wow, Bonte, got some lungs on you.
Too much radio in the morning.
If you're watching, you may be threatened.
This is a big shot. This is
Look
a big
at this.
shot.
Big shot.
That
He
was
knew
nice.
it was going in.
Nickeil
Watch him.
Alexander had just hit a three before that with 5 seconds left. Steph closed the quarter here to put them up 3.
Nothing but net right there. And the crowd went crazy. And the Warriors going to the fourth quarter with the lead.
That was kind of like the shot he made in Paris.
No doubt. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Against the other French guy.
It's another 7-foot French
He
guy.
likes to pick on those big French guys.
Well, Steph is crazy because in the first half, he was rolling 6 of 12 overall from the floor, 4 of 9 from the three-point line. In the second half, he only took 6 field goal attempts, but he had his fingerprints all over this basketball game. Yeah. The gravity he created, the doubles, passing off the double teams, and getting everybody else involved like Buddy Hield and Jonathan Kuminga. Steph with an exceptional game tonight with 30 points and 8 assists.
It's also the way that he comes off screens. It is so hard. It forces you to pay attention to him, and that allows defenders to have to make a decision. He makes things hard for defenders, and now his teammates have open looks, have open opportunities to cut into open spaces, and that's what you need out of a star, is to be a superstar. Attract attention, open things up for your teammates.
Steph does so many great things, but with Steph Curry, there's the one thing that he does I've never seen many players do before him. When he's got the ball, of course, they're going to double him. But when he goes off flash screens or down screen, they also double team him.
Right.
And a lot of times, they double team away from the basket and put the ball closer to the basket for his teammates. Now, that opens up layups, or when the guy's in the paint, when they collapse on him, they opens up 3 points. So to your point, Bonte, opens up so many great opportunities for his teammates. Tonight in the second half, they really capitalized on that.
Yeah, that 3 capped off a 44-point quarter. Last time they had a 40-point quarter was a few weeks ago when Grant Liftman's Hawks came to town and got roasted by the Golden State Warriors. So, Grant, thanks for getting us off the snide there a few weeks ago. They bounced back tonight. But Ant-Man, he was talking. Steph was talking. Dre was going night-night. I believe we have some video of Steph Curry and Ant-Man at the end of the game. Nope. Olympic gold medal teammates. Steph said Friday, Zena, that I don't want to give him too much intel on how to make his threes or how to shoot his threes, but they definitely have a relationship now.
Yeah, and Ant's learned a lot from Steph in terms of the leadership. And you saw that in these 2 games, just to be able to carry the team, but also being able to not get rattled. I mean, Anthony Edwards had 18 points in the second half. Let's not forget, even though his team took the L, he still was the capable star that he is, regardless, on both ends of the floor.
Oh, he's special.
Anthony Edwards got to witness one of the greatest players of all time conduct himself on a daily basis, his work habits.
Right.
And you got to remember, in Paris, those first 3-4 games, Steph Curry was not having his typical Steph Curry performances. But his preparation did not vary. He did the same exact preparation each and every day, and then came crunch time, elimination time, he took the show over and won the gold medal for the Warriors, for the USA. Anthony Edwards got to witness that every day.
Well, they'll see Anthony Edwards again in about 12 to 13 days in Minnesota. And you know he's cooking right now as the T-Wolves had their 4-game winning streak snapped due to Buddy Hield, who woke up in the second half and had a monster performance for the Dubs. Right now, he's speaking to the media.
When did you learn you were starting?
When I learned,
When did you learn?
when everybody knows we meeting, just a meeting.
I mean, he really kind of tweaked the lineup in a large degree. I mean, did it surprise you?
I mean, whatever it takes to win, whatever he feels that will help us give us the best chance to win. You know, we have a deep team, and anybody can start every good night. But I feel he's just trying to figure out what groups click together. And probably tonight, Wiggs is out too. But I think that lineup was out before, and I think he probably liked the numbers. I don't know, whatever it is, but I think he want to play faster and just get off to a good start.
One of the reasons he gave.
Buddy Hield with his 3rd start of the season, scoring 19 of his 27 in the second half. Our Toyota drive ahead coming up. Plus, we'll break down the defense on Ant-Man in the fourth quarter. That's all coming up on Toyota Warriors Postgame Live.
Toyota Warriors Postgame
I'm sorry, Zena Mully. As we take a look at the odds presented by Great Resort and Casino.
We could have won big.
Yeah, we were broke, man. We need to save some money.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
We got mortgages.
Take
we
the
got
W. Take
car
the W, man.
payments.
Take the W. Don't get greedy.
Yeah, we just wanted to watch some good basketball.
Nice
Warriors
Sunday.
run a run.
Nice
They had lost
Sunday
6 and
evening.
7.
Nice Sunday evening.
Yeah, we didn't need no added stress. And it was fun to watch. And they snapped their 5-game losing streak against the Minnesota T-Wolves, and it was much needed. But the defense in crunch time against Minnesota, specifically Anthony Edwards, and Steve Kerr went to GP2. He went to Jonathan Kuminga. He had Lindy Waters III on Anthony Edwards. I want you two to break down how the Warriors stymied Anthony Edwards down the stretch.
Well, first, whenever you watch this video, we're about to show you, there's pressure and physicality on Edwards, but look towards the basket. There's always someone in help who happens to be Rudy Gobert's man. You see Draymond here. Draymond's like that security guard that's not actually doing anything, but he's making you think about getting into the paint. And every single one of these plays, that help defense helps make everything a little bit more difficult for Anthony Edwards. Seeing out of this pass, boom, help. GP2 gets the turnover, and then 3 in the corner, defense into offense.
And Bonte, you said different looks is so important against star players. And what it does, Zena's talk about this help defense, it gives confidence to the perimeter defenders, whether it be GP2, Buddy Hield, to get up in pressure and force him to the paint because Draymond's right there to contest. Nice clean rebound. So Anthony Edwards had a good game, but in crunch time, the Warriors' team defense and individual defense showed up. That last clip there, they forced him to his left because Gobert, you don't have to guard him. Draymond's right there to contest. So really good individual team defense and connected with their help.
And that's
I'll tell you,
something. Go ahead, Zena.
the last 4 sequences with Anthony Edwards, 2 missed threes, a turnover, and then a missed jumper. That's all you can ask for out of your defense, especially when assigned to the big guard and the big star on the other end.
And what they did, Minnesota, kind of what the Warriors have been doing offense, so they really just spread the floor. But in turn, there's no screening, there's no interchanging of players. So they're basically sitting in his zone, boxes and elbows. And when he drives, there's basically 5 guys watching him.
You know, Friday, Zena, we talked about taking Minnesota into deep water, see if it's a close game in the last 5 minutes. Why do I say that? Their offensive efficiency in the last 5 minutes of basketball, they're 27th in the NBA. Turnover rate, they're 26th in the NBA. Effective field goal percentage, 23rd in the NBA. And three-point percentage down the stretch, 24th in the NBA. So Minnesota has a clutch time problem as well, Zena.
And this makes sense. If you've been watching some of their games earlier in this season, it's been Ant Edwards, you get the ball. Julius Randle, you get the ball. Back and forth. And guess who didn't play well tonight?
Julius Randle.
Julius Randle. So when you don't have that other option and Anthony Edwards is being stifled, what do you have? Nothing.
Yeah, they're top 5 in defense because they're very talented in that area, but their offense has struggled. And they made that trade, obviously, for Karl Anthony Towns. They got Julius Randle and Dante DiVincenzo, who hasn't played well yet in Minnesota. So they're still trying to figure out their offensive flow.
Yeah, Dante DiVincenzo, 2 of 8. Julius Randle, 4 of 15 tonight from the floor for Minnesota. But our Toyota poll question the other day, we asked the fans out there to scan that QR code and vote on which West Star is the Dubs' toughest matchup. Now, 52% voted for the Joker, Nikola Jokic. He's a tough matchup for anybody in the league, whether they're in the West or the East. Luka Doncic, 8%, SGA, 19%. We've seen some big nights against the Warriors from SGA, of course, and Anthony Edwards getting 22%, but really, all those guys are threats. Let's hear from GP2, though, who's shut down one of the threats tonight in Anthony Edwards down the stretch.
How'd you feel you did tonight defensively on Edwards?
Probably made it tougher than Friday night. And, yeah, guy like him, can't let him get comfortable early. So I just try to, disrupt and, make him work earlier in the game. Try to just continue to wear him down. He was making tough shots, and then at the end, strap up and make plays.
Without Wiggins, were you anticipating, getting the start on him?
Probably. Yeah.
What is kind of, I guess, the key, especially like late, in the fourth quarter when you're going up against him?
Like I said in the beginning, starts in the beginning. Can't let him be comfortable early, and then he just continue to have confidence throughout the game. And then late situations, he already got the confidence, the rhythm. Then he starts to, take the tough shots and make the tough shots. So just try to bother him earlier, make it tough for him early. And then later down the line, he's still not in a rhythm kind of, but, just make it tough. And, our coverage and our schemes, make him second think and, get it out of his hands. Sometimes he's just going to take tough shots, and we're going to live with those.
What was going through your mind when you saw Draymond blow by Gobert, throw down a dunk, and hit the night-night?
It's time to go home. It's time to go home. Knockout punch. I think he did the whole night through the whole possession. So you already know. We get another big stop down the way. J.K. makes a big defensive stop, goes off them. It's game.
Gary, it was definitely a long night. I mean, you put him to bed. He put him there for nap time.
Other side of the court. What?
Leave it. Leave it.
Malik, guess what? We got Cup fever.
Oh, baby.
Cup
let's
fever.
Go.
Toyota Warriors Post Game Live is